Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Talk Fluent Daily, where every conversation helps you learn. I'm Nora, and today I want to share something that completely changed the way I think about speaking English. Something simple, something powerful, and something you can start using today. 9 verbs. Just 9 verbs. And with these 9 verbs, you can say almost anything you want in English. You can express your thoughts, your feelings, your plans, your opinions, your problems, and your dreams, all with just 9 verbs. Now I know what you're thinking. Nora, only 9 verbs? That seems too simple. And yes, it does seem simple, but that is exactly the point. Fluency does not come from knowing thousands of words. Fluency comes from using a small number of words really, really well, deeply, naturally, confidently. So, today we're going to learn these 9 powerful verbs, one by one, with real examples, real sentences, and real conversations. By the end of this episode, you will have everything you need to start speaking more fluently today. But first, if you enjoy this podcast, please click the like button, subscribe to Talk Fluent Daily, and share this episode with a friend who is learning English. It helps us so much. Thank you. Okay, let's begin. Verb number 1, to be. To be, the most important verb in the English language. I am, you are, he is, she is, we are, they are. This one verb lets you describe everything: people, feelings, places, situations. I am tired. She is happy. We are ready. It is cold today. They are at work. And in the past, I was nervous. We were late. It was a great day. And questions? Are you okay? Is she coming? Was it difficult? To be is everywhere, in every sentence, in every conversation, in every moment of English. Master this verb and you already have a strong foundation. Let me give you something to practice right now. Complete this sentence. Right now, I am. What are you? Tired? Happy? Excited? Hungry? Say it out loud. Right now, I am excited to learn. Beautiful. That is to be. Verb number 1, done. Verb number 2, to have. To have. This verb is about possession, experience, and so much more. I have a question. She has a problem. We have a meeting at 10. But it goes much further than just having things. I have a headache. He has a great idea. They have time. I have no idea what to do. And in the past, I had a wonderful weekend. She had a difficult morning. We had so much fun. And in questions, do you have a pen? Did you have breakfast? Have you ever been to London? Have you ever? Have you ever? Have you ever? This is one of the most useful question patterns in English. Have you ever tried sushi? Have you ever felt nervous before speaking English? Of course you have. To have. Verb number 2, done. Verb number 3, to do. To do. This verb is about actions, tasks, and also asking questions. I do my best every day. She does her homework after school. We do yoga on Sundays. But do is also the question helper. Do you speak English? Did you go to the gym? Does she know about the meeting? And negatives. I don't understand. He doesn't like coffee. We didn't finish in time. I don't understand. I don't understand. Very important phrase. Very honest, very natural. Never be afraid to say it. To do. Verb number 3, done. Verb number 4, to go. To go. Movement, direction, plans, and more. I go to work every day. She goes to the gym on Mondays. We go for a walk every evening. And in the past, I went to the market yesterday. We went to a great restaurant last week. She went home early. And for future plans, here's something beautiful. We use going to talk about plans. I'm going to study tonight. She is going to call you later. We are going to travel next month. Going to. This is one of the most natural ways to talk about the future in everyday English. What are you going to do this weekend? I'm going to relax and watch movies. To go. Verb number 4, done. Verb number 5, to get. Oh, this verb is amazing. It has so many meanings, and native speakers use it constantly. Let me show you. To get can mean to receive. I got a message from my friend. She got a new job. Did you get my email? To get can mean to become. It's getting cold outside. She got nervous before the presentation. He got better after a few days. To get can mean to arrive. I got home at 8. What time did you get there? We got to the airport just in time. To get can mean to understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Very casual, very common. Can you explain again? I don't get it. One verb, so many meanings. That is the power of get. And the more you use it, the more natural it becomes. To get. Verb number 5, done. Verb number 6, to make. To make. Creating, producing, causing, deciding. I make coffee every morning. She makes her own lunch. He made a mistake. We make decisions every day. But make also appears in beautiful expressions. Make a difference. Make progress. Make an effort. Make sure. Make time. I want to make a difference. You are making great progress. Please make sure you understand. Let's make time for this. These expressions are everywhere in English, and they all use just one simple verb, make. And here is something important. In English, we say make a mistake, not do a mistake. We say make a decision, not do a decision. Make and do are often confused, but with practice, they become natural. To make. Verb number 6, done. Verb number 7, to know. To know. Knowledge, awareness, familiarity. I know the answer. She knows 3 languages. Do you know this song? I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. We actually talked about this in our last episode, and now you know exactly what to say when you don't know what to say. But know is also used in beautiful ways. You know what I mean? I know how you feel. She knows what she wants. He doesn't know what he's missing. And this one, very important, very honest. I don't know, but I'll find out. I don't know, but I'll find out. Never be afraid to say this. It is confident, it is honest, and it shows you are willing to learn. To know. Verb number 7, done. Verb number 8, to think. To think. Opinions, beliefs, ideas, and reflections. This verb gives you the power to share what is inside your mind. I think English is beautiful. She thinks it's a good idea. What do you think? I don't think so. I thought about it and I agree. What do you think? What do you think? This is one of the most powerful questions in English. It opens conversations, invites opinions, and shows respect for the other person. Use it every day. And here is something wonderful. When you are not 100% sure about something, you use think to soften your statement. Instead of, this is wrong, you say, I think this might be wrong. Instead of, you should do this, you say, I think you should do this. Gentle, respectful, natural. To think. Verb number 8, done. And finally, verb number 9, to want. To want, desires, wishes, needs, and goals. I want to speak English fluently. She wants a cup of tea. What do you want to do today? I don't want to be late. But want is also perfect for polite requests. I want to ask you something. Do you want to join us? Would you want to try again? And for talking about your goals and dreams, I want to travel the world. She wants to start her own business. We want to make a difference. I want to be someone who never stops learning. I want to be someone who never stops learning. Say that with me. I want to be someone who never stops learning, because that is exactly why you are here, listening to this podcast, growing every single day. To want, verb number 9, done. Now, let's put all 9 verbs together in one short, natural conversation. Listen carefully. Hey, are you okay? You look tired. I am tired. I have so much to do today. What do you have to do? I need to make a report, go to a meeting, and then get home before 7. That's a lot. Do you want some help? I don't know. I think I can manage, but thank you. I know how you feel. Last week, I got so overwhelmed with work. Really? What did you do? I made a list, went through everything one by one, and just did my best. That's a good idea. I think I'll try that. You've got this. I know you do. Thanks. I want to finish everything today so I can relax tonight. Perfect. You're going to be fine. You see, one short conversation, and every single one of our 9 verbs appeared naturally. To be, to have, to do, to go, to get, to make, to know, to think, to want. All 9, all natural, all flowing. That is the power of these verbs. They are the backbone of English conversation. Learn them deeply, use them constantly, and everything else will follow. Now, let me give you a simple daily challenge. Every morning, take one of these 9 verbs and make 5 sentences with it. Just 5 sentences about your real life. Monday, use to be. I am ready. Today is going to be good. She is my best friend. We are making progress. It is a beautiful morning. Tuesday, use to have. I have a plan. She has a great idea. We have 1 hour. I had a wonderful dream. Do you have time? 5 sentences, 1 verb, every morning. In 9 days, you will have practiced all 9 verbs deeply, and in 1 month, they will feel completely natural. Let's do a quick review. Our 9 powerful verbs. Number 1, to be, describing people, feelings, and situations. Number 2, to have, possession, experience, and the have you ever pattern. Number 3, to do, actions, tasks, questions, and negatives. Number 4, to go, movement, direction, and going to for future plans. Number 5, to get, receive, become, arrive, and understand. Number 6, to make, create, cause, and powerful expressions like make a difference. Number 7, to know, knowledge, awareness, and honest phrases like I don't know, but I'll find out. Number 8, to think, opinions, beliefs, and softening your statements. Number 9, to want, desires, requests, goals, and dreams. 9 verbs. That's all you need to start speaking English fluently today. Not 1,000 words, not 100 grammar rules, just 9 verbs used deeply, used honestly, used every single day. Fluency is not about perfection. It is not about knowing everything. It's about using what you know again and again in real conversations, in real moments, with real confidence. And you already have everything you need right here, right now. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for listening to Talk Fluent Daily. If this episode helped you, please subscribe, give it a like, and share it with someone who wants to speak English more fluently. And I have a question for you today. Leave a comment below and tell me, using one of our 9 verbs, what do you want to achieve in English this year? I want to what? Tell me. See you next time. Bye everyone, and keep practicing your English. You are doing better than you think.